Greetings สวัสดีครับยินดีต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่รายการ
สวัสดี
Two
ครับ
Noobs Game Dev Talk นะครับวันนี้เราอยู่กับนี่นะครับผมหนึ่งในแขกพิเศษของเรานะครับ so today today interviews we will run in English but we will try to make it easy to understand and also we wish that all of the Google built-in features will help us to translate things well and today I luckily found one of the great people from the Thai game industry. His name is Erlan. So Erlan, can you introduce yourself a bit? And welcome
Hello,
to our
everyone.
show.
Wadikap.
สวัสดีค
Thank
รั
you.
บ
Thank you for having me. Very happy to be here. So, yes, my name is Erlan. I am from Venezuela, Pratet, Venezuela. I have been working on the gaming industry for the last 9 years. In many roles, I started in localization, just like translating the text on several games. And then I moved to community, like handling the community, like doing community management, handling the community for a few games. Then I moved to operation. All this was about 4 years, so in the span of 4 years. And then I moved to operations, basically handling updates and handling like the how the game was moving forward. Usually it was online games. But during the last 5 years, I have been working as game designer for an online game, for an MMO strategy game that has been decently successful. And yeah, I have been in Thailand for 2 years and a half.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
And
you
I approached the game dev talk like you explained on the Facebook group because I wanted to be more involved in the Thai community, and I wanted to start helping people, like helping especially indie developers or studios that just started to help them in their journey.
โอเค that's nice so ก็คือเออร์ลันเนี่ยเขาทำงานเกี่ยวกับในด้านของเกมอินดัสทรีเนี่ยมา 9 ปีแล้วนะครับ แล้วก็ในช่วงระยะเวลาแบบ2 ปีที่ผ่านมาเนี่ยเขามาอยู่ไทยด้วย so you can speak Thai actually right can you speak some Thai words
นิดหน่อย
นิดหน่อย okay so actually one of the thing first so let's show on the games that you're working it is the MMO game right
Yes, MMO.
alright so เดี๋ยวเรามาดูเกมที่เออร์ลันเขาเคยทำงานไปด้วยกันนะครับ เป็นเกมแนว MMO นะครับ ชื่อ Block Lords นะครับ Community Highlights นั่นนี่นะฮะ Epic Battle and Strategy The Block Lords oh wow
Yeah, so in what you're showing on the screen is an expansion that we did, like an update to the main game, that we introduced all these battle system that before the game was mostly farming. It have a little bit of combat, similar to Age of the Empire, but it was not the focus. But then we worked for, it was a long time. It was like 8 months to introduce that battle system that you see. It was very heavily inspired on Total War. That again I really love. And yeah, it was. We wanted to do like a whole experience. So it have like combat. It have a farming that you build a farm and you like raise crops and get resources. And it is like a loop. Like you use the resources you get in the farm to get resources that you need on the battle, and then loop back to the farm that you need more resources and so on. And that game have been. Yes.
We have been like another trailers as you mentioned, like we can. It is like the Age of Empire, right? But it is like on another
Yes,
level.
it's a mix. You can see it like a mix, like Age of the Empire with Total War with Paradox games, because there is a part that have like an adventure mode. And that was also very heavily inspired on Paradox games like Crusader Kings.
That's awesome. And also like the current stage of the game right now, it is like it is the open beta recently, right?
Yes.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
It's available on Epic Games stores, and so for the open beta, we wanted to start with Epic Games Store for a few technical reasons. But I am hoping to have a Steam version in the coming months. So like more players can join, and more players can like experience the game, give me feedback, etc.
That is pretty nice. So I think like now we can like get back to our interview. This is like about the work that you have done and work with before. If we like get back to the starting points when you start like the gaming career, what are the things that inspire you to like to move into like the gaming career?
Yeah, so I was actually I remember very well. So I was working in China. I was working on sales. So I was like selling machinery. I used to live in China before Thailand. I lived in China for 11 years. So my Chinese is better than my Thai, by the way. So I was working just like on sales, and I was visiting. So I have loved games since as far as I can remember. Like literally, one of my earliest memories is playing games with my father. Because my father also used to play games like back in the day, and so I was visiting a friend, and I was talking to him, and I was talking about games. And he told me, "Man, you are so passionate about games. Why you don't make it a career, right?" And that was something that has been always like in the back of my mind, like work on games. But I never felt like I have the opportunity to do it. So then I keep it on my mind, like, yeah, I should actually like figure out a way to do it. And then many things happen. I have to stop that job. But I was also doing a localization. So localization was like a part-time job that I used to do. And I found a localization job, a full-time position localization job for a gaming company. And I thought, okay, I am determined to get that job. I will get that job because that will be like my entry point on the gaming industry. And I went to the interview, and I literally told them, you can pay me half you are offering, as long as like
okay.
I want the job so much that you can pay me half for like the trial period or something to see how passionate I am about the game, right? So they did got me. I did got the job. So I started on that as a just localization, just translation from English to Spanish. But because I love games so much, I was very involved on anything. So like, for example, I was talking to my boss, and my boss was the creative director of a game, and everything was like towards like helping or being more useful for the company. So I was talking to him, and he was saying, no, I need to do this kind of units and this kind of characters for the game. And I am like, okay, I do it. Like, if you don't mind me, I can try to do it. Just basically do over time, but I was like offering to do it. It was not actually part of my job requirement.
Yeah, actually, I have one of the interesting question to ask you as well. Because like most of the barrier that like most of the most of the people in Thai industry that they are facing nowadays, it's around like
Yes.
How to go into like the global markets, how to work like for the studio outside Thailand. So can you give the suggestion like how do you get for example for localization job, right? Where do you find these opportunities, and like how do you get started?
Yes. So the first thing that I would recommend is that you do your own work. Like if you whatever area of gaming that you want to do, so it can be like a game designer or programming or animation or sound or anything, you do your like side project by yourself.
Yeah,
And
that's
keep
awesome.
it like it can be simple. It can be a prototype. It can be a few songs. It can be a few animation. It doesn't need to be too complicated. But companies really like to see that you work, like to see your work instead of just your words. Instead of just telling, oh, I can do this, you show them, hey, I can do this. And I know it's very difficult because all companies require experience. like global companies that they ask you, okay, how long have you been working? Maybe you haven't, you have no high experience. So what I would recommend is that you try to find like internship can be an option, like unpaid internship, like they don't pay you anything, you just work for to get like something on your resume, or volunteer. If you go to LinkedIn, you can put like unpaid work, and then they don't pay you anything, but you can have something on your resume, something on your CV to show. That would be my recommendation. But more important than that, make your own things, make your own games, make your own audio, make your own animation, anything, make something. That is really, really important.
Wow, that's pretty nice. And also like the platform that you recommended, like for the game industry, that you can seek like the game industry to like you can join or you can like sign for the work there. It's like in the LinkedIn, right? The LinkedIn
Yes.
is like.
Yes. So in LinkedIn, you are not going to find. So there are platforms that are more specific to the gaming industry than LinkedIn. But I think LinkedIn is a good place to start because a lot of people, you can start following people that work in the game industry, and they will share other places, like other sites. So I don't think LinkedIn is the best to apply. I think LinkedIn is the best to like get familiar with other places, with other sites that you can apply. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
Because there is like a community on LinkedIn, like people post, people share, people talk about the industry.
ครับก็สำหรับเพื่อนๆที่
Many people are very negative, so you don't try to ignore those kind of people, but just focus on getting more information about the gaming industry.
Yeah, so I will try to translate this in Thai a bit ก็คือว่าจริงๆก็คือว่าในการสมัครงานเกี่ยวกับไม่ว่าจะเป็นสาขาเกมอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับก็คือLinkedIn เนี่ยก็เป็นอย่างหนึ่งที่อยากจะให้ทุกคนทำไว้นะเพราะว่าการทำงานสมัยเนี้ย LinkedIn มันเหมือนเป็นแบบเป็นโซเชียลตัวหนึ่งที่แบบสำหรับ professional อ่ะในการที่เราจะเอาไปทำงานอย่างเงี้ยก็คือที่Erlanเขาบอกอ่ะมันเป็นสะพานก้าวแรกนะครับในการที่เราจะได้เชื่อมต่อตัวงานกับของเราอ่ะก็เราอาจจะไปรู้จักกับพวกค่ายเกมพวกแบบไอ้คนที่รับจ้างทำงานเกี่ยวกับเกมอย่างเงี้ยก็พยายามคือเริ่มจากการบิวก่อนลองสร้างอะไรสักอย่างหนึ่งลองแบบว่าทำผลงานเข้าไปร่วมกับไม่ว่าจะเป็นการร่วมงานแบบ internship หรืออะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะครับแล้วก็ทำตัวผลงานออกมาให้ได้ก่อนพอเราได้ตัวพอร์ตโฟลิโออันนี้เสร็จแล้วเพราะว่าไม่ว่าจะเป็นบริษัทเกมไหนเขาก็ต้องการที่จะเห็นแบบงานที่เราทำจริงๆอะไรแบบนี้นะครับก็อันนี้ทำพอร์ตโฟลิโอไว้ก็น่าสนใจมากนะครับ and like I think like today we have like a very important topics to talk about, right? Because like you are you are one of the people that who's like move the careers from like outside the gaming into the gaming, so you expertise some of the pain, right? That the things that the people who's work into like when you move into like the game industry and found the pain point, and you have the list of the things that people need to avoid, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
should we start with this topic?
Yes,
or?
well, yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah. So first, I will say for people that are joining the game industry, so this like the first job or the first internship, try to have your expectations low. So don't think like okay, my first job will be in Rocksteady or like in a big company, PlayStation. No, it's going to be like very low, and also in the game industry, especially in big companies, I think it's very like it have like levels. So it's like if you start from the bottom, probably you have very good ideas and you want to express and you think, oh, I know how to make this game better. No one is going to listen. Like no one, not even one person. So just keep your expectation low and think, okay, this is just a first step. I don't need to worry too much about what I'm going to do about the future. This is just a small first step. And also, depending of the company, like that you start, it's happening, unfortunately, happening right now that there are a lot of layoff. So like people get fired a lot, even after a few months. So like I was reading a story of someone that started with Naughty Dogs. So the one that made The Last of Us. and he was laid off after 2 months of work. So like it can happen. So that's why I say it's better to start slow, to start small. Maybe do it like a part time if you can have another job or another way of income. Just don't put all your that's actually very good point. Don't try to think that it will be successful at the beginning. So like if you have a better job, for example, as something that you can have a steady income every month for like, and you feel safe, it's better that you do a small game, an indie game, or find other people and you do a game together than joining a big company. Because right now the market is really bad. So don't put all your like dreams into thinking, okay, no, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to maybe sell all my things to move to another country and start a gaming career, because it could happen that you lose your job in 2 months, 3 months, something like that. So my number one recommendation is start slowly. And I don't know if you also want me to talk about like mistakes that have been done in gaming studios or gaming company.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So yes, I have so many. So first, when you're making a game, try to listen to your community, right? And make changes based on feedback, but always try to keep like an identity. Like for example, if you want to make a game that is very difficult, like a Souls like this kind of very difficult games, and you start seeing people complaining the game is too difficult, don't change it. Like you want a difficult game, don't change it. Like keep your vision. That's why I always recommend start small, because if you make an indie game and you spend like maybe 100,000 baht doing the game, like in paying artists or audio or something, you can focus on a small group of people instead of trying to be super successful because you sold your house in order to pay for the game, right? And but being said that, never betray your audience. Like if you are doing something and people like it, don't try to change it just to make more money or to try to benefit more. It happened to me in my first game company.
Yeah, so I can add one thing. It is like a when you say it's like for example the soul game, like it is the spirit of the game, right? You need to keep
Yes,
that
absolutely.
spirit remain by and not changing in order to gain or make some money. Otherwise that game will be dead
Correct.
later, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Correct. Yes.
So the next one.
I remember, I forgot the name of the company, the ones that made Uncharted. So they made a game. They were making a shooter game, and they invited a group of people like to play test, and no one liked the game because they like games like Fortnite. So I think it was a very young audience. I am guessing because everyone say no, the game should be more like Fortnite, and they changed it to be more like Fortnite, and the game fully like crashed. Like no one bought it, no one played it. It was awful situation. So if you have an idea, just keep it. Try to improve based on feedback on things that like are like negative to the player, but doesn't change your idea. So if something is annoying, if something is too slow, yes, that's okay. You can change it, but not change the vision of the game. Like keep it always. Even for big games, I will say, just keep it. Like don't spend to have 1 million players. You just have, if you can have, for example, 10,000 players, but let's make an example of an online game. If you can make 10,000 players, but all those 10,000 spend money every single month, it is much better than 1 million players and no one spend money, or just play for 10 minutes and then drop the game. It's much better, yes, in every aspect.
Wow, that's
so
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the awesome one, because like the way how companies survive is like they need to have like the players that pay for their games, right? And like the
Yes.
the gamification is one of the key to bring the people to like to spend their money to make the company survive as well. Yeah, so you
absolutely.
can continue.
Yeah, so I was going to say the story of in one company I was working in before in China. The game was going really well. So it was a Facebook game, so it was not like a huge, massive game, but it was for a Facebook game. It was doing really well, and so the thing is that the game was divided into servers, right? So if for example, when you have 5,000 people, the next one will be the next server, and so on. So the server have a limit of people. And they, after like 20 servers, so they have a lot of people, they started to reduce the amount of resources you get in the game and to increase the prices, right? So yes, I put exactly that face you are making right now when they told me the changes. And then, but the thing they didn't consider is that they did that only on the 20th server. So all the other 19 servers were not changed. But then they noticed that the 20th server people start to spend more money because they have less resources and they need more resources, so they have to pay more. So what they did, the brilliant idea, is to remove resources for all the other 19 servers. And the game like fully crashed. Like we lost like, I don't know, 85-90% of the players after that, because you are already giving them something, so you cannot take from them. So that's a very something I will suggest. Like if you are already having this, mostly apply for online games or for games that have like players constantly playing the game or having updates. But if you give something, don't take it back. What you can do is that you introduce something else that will start the consumption, like will increase the consumption of something. So for example, if you think, oh, I am giving too much of this resource is not scarce enough, and I want it to be scarce because I am selling some packs that will give you more resources, right? Instead of reducing, you introduce something new that have a lot of spending of that you want. And then they need to get more resources because they have this something new, but not take from before. That's a really, really bad like way to handle a game, and definitely can lose so many players. Yes.
So that's the nice one. So like regarding like this kind of gamification, like not sure whether do you have like any book to recommend, or like if they are if like the game designer, they want to start to learn this kind of thing, is there any source for them to learn about this thing?
Yes, so I can send you a link of a very good YouTube channel. I think I will recommend that more than, it's called Game Maker's Toolkit. I think it's in English, but I'm not sure if it have a Thai like auto generation, but we can check later. That's a very good channel I will recommend, because that YouTuber also make his own game. So he explained all the journey from literally start to learn Unity, like when he started from zero until releasing the game. And also he touched many topics about games. It's mostly about like single player games, not that many like online games, if that is your the thing that you want to learn about. But for like to start, it's very good. I will recommend that just to start, and then I can send you, maybe you can put in the comment or something, a list of books I will recommend. But I will recommend to start first with YouTube, because it's like you can get more familiar with something that is quicker than sitting and reading a 200-300 pages book. I can send you.
Yeah, nice. I think like we got around like 5 minutes and more.
Oh, already? Wow.
Yeah, it's
so
kind of
quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of quick. So maybe like you can share like a couple of the failure points that the mistake that you learn from your experience as well, and then at the last thing I want you to to give the motivation or the encouragement for the Thai people that they would like to start the gaming career as well. So yeah, let's continue.
Yes. So another problem that I can see happening a lot is the budget management. So it happens especially when you have some funding from an investor, or for example, you can get a loan from the government, from the bank. I know that right now the Thai government is giving some funds to make games. So maybe for example, you are an indie developer and then you get a few million baht or an amount. I'm not sure how much it will be. And you get excited and I want to make the next Grand Theft Auto. And it's like, no, you are not going to make the next Grand Theft Auto. Start slowly. So they need to have a balance, right? Because usually when you need funding for a game, it's better to show, okay, I want to make a big game, because the company, the investor will be more interested. But at the same time, it's very, very, very difficult to manage a game studio or even a team of people. So that's why I would recommend, even if you have the money, maybe start small with a prototype or a simple game or a very simple version of the game you want to make, and with that calculate how much you are going to need to finish the game. So I will say, what I have experienced is a lot of companies that have a lot of money and they hire too many people and they try to make something really big, really ambitious, and it's their first game or their second game. They don't have too much experience. And of course, it doesn't work. Like they never manage to do it. So I will say, if you have a game project and you are thinking about, okay, I want to spend money or time on doing it, think out, try to make a prototype and then calculate how much. I got a very, very interesting suggestion. It's like, make a prototype, see how many days it took, and that is how many years will take to make the full game. So it's like, if you make a prototype in two days, the game will take 2 years to make.
Yeah, so
because
this one is interesting points when you say you need to calculate from the prototypes. Like this one, we also including the phase where you need to build the community in parallel as well, right? Yeah, that's very important.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, now that you talk about the community, really important, start a community as soon as possible. Like as soon as you have a few screenshots, the name of the game or the logo, you can already start a community. And just post progress. Like you can post, today I finish a character or I finish a level, small things, and start from that. Like don't wait until you have something really nice to show. It doesn't matter, just start very small. Is my best advice. Yes, total.
Yeah, and the thing that I can share nowadays, especially when you start the community, right? It is the consistency is very important. That you try to. It is when comparing to on one day you showing the full game with one video, right? Compared to you consistently telling the story that today we got this feature, we got this, we got this. I could say the second one that we consistently provide the data, maybe more friendly to build the community these days.
Yes, totally. And I have a very bad experience. That was a really terrible experience. I have a very bad experience of a company that they literally spend millions of dollars in marketing, in one marketing stunt, and it didn't get any tracking, because it's they wanted to start with something really big, but no one knew about us. It was literally the first time people should know about it. So they spend millions of dollars in something, and I am not exaggerating when I say that we got 1,000 users, something like that, after spending millions of dollars, because no one knew it. And if they start, like you say, constantly posting 3 times, 4 times per week, small things, a small concept, a small piece of art, then of course it can grow from that much better. And then when you have enough money and you want to spend, you already know that, oh, I already have tens of thousands, 100,000, they are going to be part of my strategy, yes.
Wow, that is like the pretty awesome the experience to share, especially from the large game company that you work with, Erlan. All right. So I think for this show we will going to the last part, and we may need you to give some of the words to motivate the people that they are thinking oh, should I how should I start working into the game development career? So maybe you can give them some encouragement.
Yes. So my best encouragement will be that this is an industry that if you feel passion about it, like if you feel passion about games, so I first will recommend that if you want to do games, like if you want to be a game developer or something, try to create something small, like even just go to Unreal or Unity and complete the tutorial, right? Just something super small. And then you will realize, do I want to just play games and that's it? Or create games? If you decide to create games, so let me tell you, it's very, very, very difficult. But when you finally do something, you feel like, oh, my baby. Like you feel like, wow, you created something amazing that cannot make it into words of like, wow, I created that. It's really a feeling that it is like raising something like from the ground that, oh wow, it works. Especially because no matter what, if you don't think like too grand ambitions and you don't want to think, oh, my first game is going to sell 1 million copies, but you think small, then even if you release a game and 100 people tell you, wow, that game is really nice, then it's something you will never forget. It's something that will always be keeping you doing it. And I think it's because it's very difficult, it have a really rewarding feeling at the end when you kind of manage, because you really need to make a big effort to do it. So the rewarding is equally the feeling of rewarding. And I will say it's so rewarding that sometimes you feel great about you, even if you never show it to anyone, just when you manage to do it. Like when you click on play on the Unity or Unreal and it works, and you feel like really accomplished about what you have been doing. And specifically about Thai industry, I see a lot of talent, I see a lot of passion. And something very important is that the industry is very, very young. So like the real Thai industry started maybe a few years ago. It's not that old. Of course, there were games before that, but this kind of boom that we have a lot of indie games, we have some companies, we have some more development is really, really recent. And when something is so young, it's the best time to join it, because you grow with it. So if you have a small studio and in the future there are bigger studios, definitely you will have their attention, because you were part of like the first few of that. So I see a lot of really nice indie games made in Thailand right now, and for me it's just the beginning. Like they will start growing and growing until it's like a strong industry. I am sure.
Yeah, that's the awesome one. Thank you, Erlan. And the last thing, it is is there any other things for example, that we would like to support you, or any some of the blog or the work that you are working into? Yeah, so you can tell, and then say to all of the audience right now what are working into, and then how do they can follow you.
Yeah, so I can give you I have an account on Twitter. I don't use it too much, but if someone writes to me, I definitely so you can contact me on Twitter or on Discord, and And right now, honestly, I just want to help more people in the Thai industry. So I have a small project by myself, but it's like a side project. It's not like a big focus for me right now. So I just want to try to be more involved into like Thai games. So if you have any kind of game that because I love literally every type of game, like from visual novels into like shooters and like literally everything. So no matter what game you are making, if you need some help, just contact me. Like I think you can like put some my Twitter account on the comments or something. And yeah, I will be super happy to help. I already from that Facebook group, a few people contacted me, and I already started to help them. So yeah, just do it.
Wow,
I will be
yeah.
here.
Thank you so much ครับขอบคุณมากครับคุณErlan.
ครับ
Yeah, actually, it's one of the things that are very important. Like, yeah, and thank you so much for you to like to support the developer and the game industry in Thailand. Yeah, so actually, like
pleasure.
after this show, we will put like out of the links that like what we are talking today, and also the ways to follow Erlan. So please keep stay tuned,
Sure.
and thank you so much for Erlan for to come in our show today. I think like this like I also learned a lot of the valuable thing in the game industry myself as well. And if there are like any other topics that I would like to invite you to the show again. And thank you so much Erlan for today. ก็เดี๋ยววันนี้ขอขอบคุณทุกคนนะครับเดี๋ยวผมกับErlanก็ขอลาไปก่อนนะครับบ๊ายบายครับบ๊ายบาย
สวัสดีครับ บ๊ายบาย
สวัสดีครับ